Elijah, it's already past 8. Are you still not coming home today? Are you working overtime or something?
I'm not coming home today.
What? You're not coming home? Don't tell me you're staying at the office.
No, I wrapped up my work a while ago.
Huh? Then what is this about?
I want a divorce.
Excuse me? What are you suddenly saying?
Sorry, I have a girlfriend now.
Wow, so you've been cheating on me.
It's not cheating. I'm serious about her.
Doesn't make a difference. I thought it was strange you've been coming home so late recently. So that's why. So, you're staying at her place tonight?
That's right. Sorry, Sophia. She's just too attractive. I can't see you as a woman anymore. She's young and cute, and I can only love her now.
Young? How old is she?
18.
18? Isn't that way too young?
Shocked, huh? Getting attention from an 18-year-old means I've still got it, right?
I can't believe this. You're almost 40, aren't you? She's young enough to be your daughter.
I'm about to become a father.
What?
She's pregnant with my child.
What did you just say?
We couldn't have kids, but I guess it's different with a younger girl, huh? We've only been together for a few months, and she's already pregnant.
You're unbelievable.
Say whatever you want. My 18-year-old girlfriend is pregnant, and I'm divorcing you.
Let me just clarify something. She's not still in high school, right?
Of course not. She's already graduated high school.
I see. Well, at least you've avoided getting the police involved. But still, you're a married guy in his 40s who went after a teenager, even if she's barely an adult. That hasn't changed, has it?
Age doesn't matter. We love each other. Anyway, there's no doubt she's pregnant with my child. As a man, I have to take responsibility, right?
I can't understand how you thought you could handle such an important conversation over WhatsApp. She's only 18. If she's pregnant, don't you think you should talk with her parents too? Even if we get divorced, we're going to have to discuss things. There's no avoiding that. If you're saying you're going to take responsibility as a man, you'll need to take responsibility for cheating on me too. Marrying an 18-year-old isn't where it ends. You get that, right?
I get it, but I'm going to be with her. You'll need to move out, and I want you to start preparing for that. Once we get divorced, I'm bringing her into that house, and we'll live together.
Well, it's true that this house is under your name. I understand. I'll move out once I find a new place.
Great. I'm glad you're quick to understand. Oh, by the way, you're taking care of the kids.
What? The kids? You mean Jack and Mason?
Yeah. I can't have my pregnant girlfriend looking after those rambunctious boys. I don't even know how to take care of them myself. So you're the one who's going to have to take care of them, right? I'm going to live with her, just the two of us. You'll raise the kids on your own.
I can't, because those kids are...
What? Don't tell me you're saying you don't want to take care of them.
But they're your nephews, right? You should take them with you.
What? What are you talking about? They're your nephews too. You've been taking care of them all this time. So why are you saying this now?
They're your blood relatives, not mine. It's ridiculous to expect me, who's about to separate from you, to take them with me and look after them.
But their mom, my sister, is overseas for work. And their dad, my brother-in-law, passed away 2 years ago. At least for the next 6 months until she comes back, you're the only one who can take care of them. Besides, you promised my sister you'd take care of the kids until she got back from her assignment abroad.
Yeah, but that was under the assumption that we'd stay together as a couple. Things are different now, don't you think?
A promise is a promise. You need to take responsibility and look after the kids.
What are you saying? If we get divorced, I'll have no connection to your nephews anymore. You can't expect me to take responsibility for them. And you were the one who caused the divorce in the first place.
But it's only 6 months left. Stop making excuses and just take care of them.
You know, this is beyond selfish. I can't take any more responsibility.
Wait, are you jealous?
What?
You're jealous of Ava because she's pregnant with my child. And now you're trying to take it out on me like this, right? That's pretty immature of you.
Excuse me? How are you acting like the victim here?
Anyway, you're responsible for Jack and Mason. If you abandon that responsibility, I won't forgive you.
What is wrong with you? Hey, I need to talk to you. Is now a good time? I've got a bit of a situation here. Oh, what's wrong, Sophia? Oh, but first, thank you so much for taking care of Jack and Mason. Ah, yes. So, what's the issue? Did Jack or Mason cause some trouble? Those boys can be a handful. I told them to behave and listen to you before I left for my work trip. If they've been causing you any trouble, I'm really sorry. No, Jack and Mason have been absolute angels. Oh, then... It's actually about Elijah. What about Elijah? Well, the truth is, I think Elijah and I are going to get divorced. Oh, really? Do you mind if I ask what happened? It seems Elijah cheated, and the other woman is apparently pregnant. Seriously? Right now, the situation is that Elijah admitted to cheating, and that there's a pregnancy involved, and he's looking to get a divorce. I don't know who this other woman is yet. Do you have any leads? Now that you mention it, he did slip up once and mention the name Ava. Ava? Do you know someone by that name? It might be someone I know. Do you know her age? 18 years old. No way. Seriously? This is unbelievable. If it's really her, I can't believe it. What is it? If it's the Ava I'm thinking of, I might know who she is. Wait, really? There's this girl from my old neighborhood who got a reputation for breaking up families while still in high school. She became known as an old man killer, and her name is Ava. Old man killer? Yeah, she's probably after money, always going after middle-aged married men. She uses her youth to get close, makes them spend a ton of money on her, and when she gets bored, she tosses them aside. By the time the men realize they've been played, it's too late. Their wives find out about the affair and they end up getting divorced. So, Elijah might have become Ava's latest target. It's not certain that Elijah's Ava and the one I know are the same person, though. I'll get in touch with some friends from back home. One of them knows this person who's got all the local gossip. If anyone can find out, it's her. That would be a big help. Thank you. Now about the kids. What did Elijah say? He wants me to keep taking care of them. What? He's trying to dump the responsibility of raising his nephews on you, even though you're about to become a stranger to him? Yeah, he said something like, I can't make my pregnant girlfriend take care of those rowdy boys. Unbelievable. Also, along with the separation, he's telling me to move out of the house we're living in. And it seems he just assumes I'll be taking Jack and Mason with me. What is he thinking? I have no idea. Anyway, we need to figure something out for the boys quickly. I'm really sorry for all the trouble. It's hard for me too that I won't be able to fully see this through. It's not your fault. The one to blame is my foolish brother, so don't worry. But I do have one request. Could you take the boys to my parents' place for me? I'll handle everything like contacting my parents and explaining the situation to their preschool. Sure, if that's what you need, I can take them. It's just a quick flight anyway. Thank you. Oh, and you can send me the bill for the travel expenses later. Or if it's easier, you can use the $20,000 I gave you up front. Wait, $20,000? What? You didn't know? The $20,000 I entrusted to you. I'm sorry, but I don't remember receiving such a large sum of money. When my overseas assignment was confirmed, and you agreed to take care of Jack and Mason, I gave Elijah $20,000 to cover any necessary expenses. I even told him that if it wasn't enough, he could ask for more when I returned. That's the first I've heard of it. What? At first, I thought Elijah was just going to cover the expenses, but he told me he was tight on money because of work-related obligations and asked me to pay for everything up front. So most of the expenses have actually been coming out of my own paycheck. Are you serious? No way. That jerk! He really did it, didn't he? I definitely gave Elijah the $20,000. And yet, without spending a single cent of it, he made you cover the kids' expenses. I kept paying, thinking he'd pay me back eventually, even though I didn't feel right about it. I can't believe it. I was a fool to trust him. I'm sorry, but can we deal with that issue another time? Sure, nothing's confirmed yet anyway. Sorry about all this. It's fine. Let me know when you've decided on a date to take the boys to my parents. Got it. I'll get in touch with you in a few days.
Sophia, what's taking you so long? I told you to get out of that house, didn't I? Hurry up, pack your stuff, and move out already.
Even if you say so, it's only been 3 days since you told me to leave. It's not like I can find a new place that quickly.
Then just go stay at a motel or something. That's not your home anymore. Take the bare minimum and get out by the end of today.
Stop being ridiculous.
I want to live in that house with her as soon as possible. Oh, I get it. You're purposely staying there to keep us from moving in, aren't you? You really have a nasty personality, don't you? I understand that you're jealous of my 18-year-old girlfriend, but you'll never beat her in youth or beauty, so give it up. It's pathetic to see an old hag like you acting all stubborn like that.
Old hag? I'm still in my early 30s, you know.
Compared to a teenager, you're an old hag.
Listen, don't you realize that not everything's going to go your way?
What? The divorce is already settled. All that's left is for you to get out of that house.
It's not just me. Your nephews are here too.
Oh, right. Totally forgot about them.
You're unbelievable. They're your own blood.
But I already left the boys' care to you.
It's only natural that it's taking longer given the situation with them. And just so you know, in the eyes of society, the one who cheats is the one seen as trash.
What?
I'd appreciate it if you had at least a little awareness of that.
Damn.
Sophia, sorry for making you wait. I've got news about Elijah's affair. Oh, Camilla. So Ava is... Yeah, it's just as we suspected. The Ava in question is, indeed, that old man killer. And about the $20,000? Given how much Elijah's been spending on her, it's highly likely he used up that money. I see. Thank you for the information, Camilla. No, I'm the one who should apologize for my brother. Also, thank you for taking my sons to my parents' place. And I'll be coming back in 3 days. Wait, you'll be able to come back? Just temporarily. Given the situation, I explained everything to my boss, and he gave me a few days off. But don't tell Elijah I'm coming back, okay?
Huh?
I'll explain more about my return later. Got it.
Sophia, I'm in serious trouble right now. Come on, pick up the phone. This is a real emergency.
Oh, it's an emergency, but you still have time to message me on WhatsApp.
I just rushed to hide in the bathroom. I got the message that you had moved out, so I brought Ava back to the house right away. And why the hell are my parents and relatives all gathered in the living room? Even my sister, who's supposed to be overseas, is there. What's going on? Do you know anything about this? Ava's freaked out and crying next to me.
Well, we've uncovered some things about Ava.
What? What do you mean by that?
You were all thrilled about your affair with an 18-year-old, but turns out she's been making you spend all your money on her, hasn't she?
No, it wasn't like I was being forced to spend. I just bought Ava the bags and jewelry she wanted as gifts.
You spent the entire $20,000 on those gifts, didn't you?
What?
I'm talking about the $20,000 that you received from your sister. Where did it go?
Well, you know...
I'm honestly speechless. You were given $20,000 by your sister to cover necessary expenses, and you blew it all on your affair. Then you claimed you were short on money because of work obligations and made me pay for everything. You're the worst.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, and by the way, I've already taken Jack and Mason to your parents' place.
What? My parents' place? How are they supposed to go to preschool? There's no way they can commute from there. The whole reason we didn't transfer them to a different school was because my sister's overseas assignment is temporary. That's why we decided they'd stay at our place. Sending them to my parents' place defeats the entire purpose.
I'll let your sister explain the rest. Goodbye.
Wait, my sister? Hold on. What?
Elijah, I'm so disappointed in you.
No way. I really can't believe you're texting me, Camilla.
About my sons? For now, they're staying at our parents' house, but I've decided to bring them with me to my assignment overseas.
What? Overseas? You're taking them abroad?
Actually, I've been doing well at the overseas branch, and there's even talk of a promotion. If I take the offer, it'll extend my assignment for at least 5 more years, meaning I'll be living and working abroad long term. When I explained the situation to Jack and Mason in a way they could understand, they both said they want to come with me and live with me. So as soon as everything's settled, I'm taking them both with me.
Oh, I see. Well, that's great. Now I can get divorced without any worries and marry Ava.
Do you really think it's that simple?
What do you mean?
The $20,000 I gave you before I left. Since you didn't use it for my sons, I want the entire amount back.
What?
And you need to pay back Sophia for all the money she spent on Jack and Mason without even knowing about the $20,000.
No way.
I'm really sorry for what happened with Sophia. I should have given her the money instead of handing it to an idiot like you. She's the one who mainly took care of my sons. And yet, you blew all $20,000 on your affair. You're such a piece of trash.
I get it. I'll make sure to pay Sophia back the full $20,000. If I pull together all my savings, I can return it in one lump sum.
That's not all.
What?
Of course, Ava and you will also have to pay Sophia compensation for emotional damages.
Compensation?
Why are you so surprised? It's only natural. You were married and you cheated.
But Ava and I...
Come on, stop hiding in the bathroom. Get out and take responsibility for your actions like an adult.
Sophia, I just got a message from Camilla. You're not seriously going to ask me for compensation, are you?
What?
You're such a kind and nurturing woman, taking care of my nephews without a single complaint. There's no way you'd be heartless enough to demand compensation from me, especially when I've got a baby on the way and need the money, right?
What are you even talking about? Of course I'm going to ask for compensation.
What? Who demands money at a time like this?
Are you seriously saying that now? You brought all of this on yourself.
No way.
A lawyer will be in touch with you soon.
You've got to be kidding me. Please, have mercy.
Shortly after, Elijah and I divorced. Elijah cried to me about not having any money, but I made sure to collect the full amount of compensation, the expenses for my nephews, and the division of our assets. After that, Elijah tried to move on and marry Ava, but it seems their relationship fell apart in no time. It turns out Ava's claim about being pregnant was a lie. She was only after Elijah's money, planning to marry him for that. But after Elijah paid all the compensation and expenses for my nephews, he was left with nothing, and Ava decided he was no longer useful to her. Elijah was furious after realizing he'd been tricked by Ava, but by then, she had vanished without a trace, and he couldn't get in touch with her. He even asked me to take him back, but I obviously refused. Now he's completely isolated from his family, living alone in regret, day after day, over his own foolishness.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.